to the explosive power of the start. This is more than a race. It's a test of will, a display of grace under pressure, where every muscle strains and every breath is measured. This is the culmination of countless hours of sacrifice and sheer determination. Here, in the heart of competition, legends are born. Not just from the gold, but from the struggle, the sportsmanship, and the unwavering spirit to go faster, to push harder. This is the pinnacle of aquatic excellence. This is the African Aquatic Swimming Zone 2 Championship. From the silence before the storm, to the explosive power of the start. This is more than a race. It's a test of will, a display of grace under pressure, where every muscle strains and every breath is measured. This is the culmination of countless hours of sacrifice and sheer determination. Here, in the heart of competition, legends are born. Not just from the gold, but from the struggle, the sportsmanship, and the unwavering spirit to go faster, to push harder. This is the pinnacle of aquatic excellence. This is the African Aquatic Swimming Zone 2 Championship. From the silence before the storm, to the explosive power of the start. This is more than a race. It's a test of will, a display of grace under pressure, where every muscle strains and every breath is measured. This is the culmination of countless hours of sacrifice and sheer determination. Here, In the heart of competition, legends are born. Not just from the gold, but from the struggle, the sportsmanship. And the unwavering spirit to go faster, to push harder. This is the pinnacle of aquatic excellence. This is the African Aquatic Swimming Zone 2 Championship. From the silence before the storm, to the explosive power of the start. This is more than a race. It's a test of will, a display of grace under pressure, where every muscle strains and every breath is measured. This is the culmination of countless hours of sacrifice and sheer determination. Here, in the heart of competition, legends are born. Not just from the gold, but from the struggle, the sportsmanship. And the unwavering spirit to go faster, to push harder. This is the pinnacle of aquatic excellence. This is the African Aquatic Swimming Zone 2 Championship. From the silence before the storm, to the explosive power of the start. This is more than a race. It's a test of will, a display of grace under pressure.
Of the women 100 meters freestyle junior. In lane 2, representing Nigeria, Muhammad Mariam. Lane number 3, representing Benin, Lona Eliana. Lane number 3, representing Côte d'Ivoire, Desoa Pede Angelavia. Lane number 5, representing Côte d'Ivoire, Ahilma Okoa Hana Lirane. Lane 6, representing Benin, Abeti Tena. All right, we shall be starting 100 freestyle shortly. The mid record, the Zone 2 Championship is sitting on 100 freestyle junior. The junior championship is sitting. Well, this is hit one for the 100 meters freestyle. The mid record is sitting on 1:02.69. Wilena Jules Mathe. And in the lead for the start, it's 100 freestyle. Lane number 3, Adela Leona from Benin. Outswims the whole field for the starting splits. The national record for Benin is sitting on a 1:05.61 by Nafisa Aji, set in 2022. But in this fight, we shall be having the fastest of the splits. I just told you the mid record, the Africa Zone 2 record, sitting on a 1:02 set last year here in Accra. And coming into the wall, lane number 4, Ivory Coast. This will be our fastest of the splits. Outswimming the whole field with a sub 1:03, not official. To be lane 3 to take the fast charge. It is 100 freestyle when they have 2 hits. And this just hit 1 down. We're starting with the sub 1:03 as the fastest of the split for the start. And moving on to hit 2. And hit 2. In hit 2, we have the fastest, the entry 1:02.95, swimming in lane 4. That will be Senegal. DI is here in Ifugwe. Just told you the mid record, the Zone 2 record is a 1:02.69. And the Africa record for women 100 freestyle is sitting on a 54.23, studying the Commonwealth Games by South Africa and Erin. The girls are full from lane 1 through to lane 8. 2 from Ghana, Aduma in 1 and 2, Yaki and Jada. Nigeria Seeds of Biado from lane number 3, and 2 from Senegal. Two from Senegal, late number 4 and late number 5. 2 from Nigeria, and 3 and 6. We've just had a sub 1:03, 1:04 in the previous one. Starting the hot field, looking very powerful. I love this stretch strokes of lane number 4. But out swimming from the outer lane, late number 1. And I don't think they know that she's out there. Looking at the ranking we had last year in 100 freestyle. Our top 3 swimmers. We had Gabon swimming, finishing in 2. Cape Verde took the championship with a 1:00. Oh, sorry, it was a 1:02. And coming back is lane number 4. We're trying to take control here, breathing on every second stroke, keeping that nice continuous straight kicking. So you were choosing a 1:03 as the fastest on the entry. Coming into the final stage, it's a tight one. Aduma from Ghana alongside Jada, but it looks that lane number 4 will be out swimming the whole field. Still also finishing at a sub 1:04, not official. Sub 1:04, lane 4. We should be having event number 2, 100 meters freestyle senior. To the women 100 freestyle heat number 2, event 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for event 2, final 100 meters freestyle. In lane number 1. In lane number 1. Entered with a 119, representing Central Republic, and it's Crazy. Lane number 2 with a 101, 41, representing Ghana, Nobia Adeje. Lane number 3, representing Senegal, Diop Omi. Lane number 4, representing Ghana, Joselle Mensah. Late number 5, representing Nigeria, Oka Dokas Abeng. Late number 6, representing Gabon, Lakon Nweli. Late number 7, from Central Republic, Ande Tracy Marine. And late number 8, representing Burkina Faso, Iman Cabrago Fados. It is 100 meters freestyle senior. The defending champion will be swimming in lane number 1. She's our gold medalist from Ghana. Went to 59.50 and currently swimmers step down. Lane number 4 is our defending champion from Ghana. Went to 59.50. Mensa Josley. She is also our. She's probably our senior. No, our record is sitting on a 59.05. Set in 2022 by Senegalese Young. The second base of the seed, also our silver defending champion will be swimming in lane number 3, Diop Omi, 59.70. Last year she went to 59.72. Oka returns for Nigeria in lane number 5. Last year finished in the 4th position with a 1:02.42. Nigeria's national record is sitting on a 59.74 by Abiola Ogunobo, setting the Olympic Games 2021. The best of the seat, it will be Omi and Giselle. They met last year, have been rivals. Last year, just 22 hundredths of a second separated 1 and 2 separated Giselle and Diop. What can Diop do this morning in the 2025 edition? looking at Senegal's national records. Omi Diop is the national record holder with a 58.16. Swamin Luanda, Angola in the Africa Championship. But this morning she's entering with a 59.7, so there is quite a lot that might come out. Interesting, going to be an amazing 100 freestyle. I was just trying to check how it looked last year. Gabon's Noel is swimming in lane 6, finished in the silver position last year with a 1:02. This morning she's entering with a 2.6, faster than her finishing time last year. Let's have the final hit. The drama unveils our final, the drama between Diop Omi, the silver defending champion for 100 freestyle with a 59.72, alongside late number 4, the defending champion Menza, Giselle from Ghana, 58.8, only one girl under 59 in the entry time, rolling the fast 25, fast 50 into the wall. We should be having late number 3, Diop Omi, to outswim the whole field, touching out with 28.03. With a 28.03, Diop. And coming back stroke by stroke, breathing on every right stroke, having very stretched out recovery, and the distance is just increasing. This is not a 200, it is a 100. She is going to strike from the silver position last year to come on top and take the gold out into the wall. The mid record. Omi will take charge with a 58, and it's a new mid record for Zone 2. Going to Senegal. 58.9449, Omi. And Giselle will split into the silver position with a 59.09, faster than her entry time. Slower than 100 time by 11 hundredths of a second, but striking the fast silver for Ghana. Athletes coming in at the participants for hit 1 of 2, 100 meters breaststroke junior. In late number 2, representing Sierra Leone, Abawe Peter. In late number 3, coming up from Benin, Asa Kevin. Late number 4 with the top entry time of 1:33.96 from Cape Verde, Texera Mondays Philippe Manuel. In late number 5, with the second base entry time in this heat with a 1:35.81 from Cape Verde, Perelli Andrade Bruno Ricardo. Lane number 6, representing Togo, Agado Abakal. And in lane number 7, coming up from Benin, Captain Brace. It is 100 meters breaststroke. The mid record sits on a 1:30, 1:08 for 100 breaststroke. Set last year by Ghana's. Sorry, that was for the senior. This is junior. The mid record for the junior is sitting on a 1:13. Top time last year, Nigeria's Aquatics Matthew, and in the pole, we're having nice long stretched out glides coming out of late number 4. In 4, it is Manuel from Cape Verde, 1:33. Well, that's his entry time to go under 1:33. He needs to be out in the wall under a 41 to keep him enough time to come back at a 1:33. He's out with a 39.9. That's a good spot for him to be to break down his personal best. At the time, it is the 2 young men from Cape Verde, late number 1, late number 5. And trying stroke by stroke. That head is not going so deep, but still maintaining that DPS already coming out into the final 25 meters. The rest of the other guys have quite a lot to do, but it's this young man coming out of late number 4. Takes here Mondays from Manuel, Cape Verde, just 17 years of age. And he is trying to have that nice and powerful stretched out recovery. That head is a little bit high. It may be costing him. You got to be able to dig that head a little bit low in this 100 freestyle. He'll be out into the wall with a new personal best of a 1:24.75, and that will be the winning time. New personal best for this young man. 1 and 2 both from Cape Verde, 1:31.13 for late number 5, Barella. That's the winning time from Cape Verde, 1:24.7 starting splits. And the mid record is a 1. It is up for grab. It's a 1:21.09. By Permoberry. Kimeka of Nigeria, set last year in October. 1:24 starting splits. The athletes coming in are the participants for heat 2. That's the final heat for 100 meters breaststroke men. I just told you the mid record is sitting on a 1:21. Set by Nigeria's Berber. The mid record is 1:13. Matthew. Nigeria's Matthew is the mid record holder. Swimming in lane number 1, represents again with a 130.20 for Fana Muhammad Haiti. Swimming in lane number 3, the 115.51 from Ghana, Owusu Johnson. Representing Senegal with a top entry time of a 110.28, Voice in Nayel, the man. Swimming in lane number 5. One more from Ghana with a 114.10. Bawama Tamba Aken. Representing Senegal in lane number 6 with a 116 flat. Kambe Muhammad Gojo. Swimming in lane number 7 from Ghana with a 119.61. Frimpongo Kwasi. Swimming for Cape Verde with a 133.81. Gomez dos Santos. 100 breaststroke final hit. $113.59 is the record set by Nigeria's Matthew, finishing as the finest last year. And swimming in the pool now, a fantastic start coming out of Senegal. Lane number 6, Kambe Mohamed Goju, taking out the first 25 out of 15. Nice and powerful recovery, but love what I'm seeing from Voisin Nayel. Nayel didn't do the 100 breaststroke last year, but we have a 113 up for grab here. He will be out swimming in the first 50 meters, leading the whole field with a 34.02. It's Voisin from Senegal. His entry time is a 110. He is trying to have that low breath, and it's a power breath for lane number 5 of Ghana. But it's a low breath for Senegal, and that distance per stroke now switching into a continuous stroke rate. Good for a final stage of this 100. Trying to chase a 110. The top time we have is a 124, and the previous hit from Cape Verde is Manuel. But looking at the clock, trying to break this 113, smashing this full year standing record with a 111.2. It is a gold and a new record for Senegal. From a sub 113.59 to a stunning 111.30. Lots of records are going to be up for smashing this morning, and throughout the whole weekend we have a lot of intensity will be coming in. We shall be diving to the senior, where the mid record is a 104 by Ghana's Stacey Harry, and Stacey Harry will be coming in the final heat. Will be swimming for Ghana in lane number 5 to try and come in and strike another beautiful performance. That is for the senior. Oh goodness, we have a 104. The 108 was the winning time last year. Okay, we have a 104. 53 for Sebastian Comey. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants of Heat 1 for 100 meters breaststroke senior. We only have 3 swimmers, 2 from Benin and 1 from Mali. This is heat number 1 for 100 meters breaststroke.
Purchase your track today.
Swimming in lane number 3, representing Benin, Zionsi William. Swimming in lane number 4, still from Benin, Donsu Mak. And And representing Mali in lane number 5, Trail Barhema Liolo. 100 breaststroke. Benin's national record was set in 2024 with a 1:22.0, and these two athletes are up to try and break that out. It's a good start for lane number 4. Adonso Mark Benin, just 40 years of age. A nice and beautiful glide. First 25, smashing it at 13, sub 13, diving into the first 50. The rest of the other swimmers have quite a lot to do, but it is lane number 4, Adonso Mark Benin. Really leading the field in the first 50 meters. He'll be out with a 35.1. Trying to chase in this Benin's national record. This has been standing since the Africa Championship in April last year of a 1:20.20. But just to bring you up to speed, the 100 meters breaststroke zone 2 record is a 1:04.53 set by Miley Sebastian Koma. We're coming into the wall, the final 15 meters. It is Benin. Adonso Mark coming out ahead of the field and be splitting a 1:16.28, 1:16.28, and it is faster than Benin's national record. National record for Benin being on a 1:20. This is a 1:16. Definitely the best of the splits. .1:16 starting time. Ladies and gentlemen, athletes coming in are the participants for the final heat of 100 meters breaststroke. Once more, the 100 meters breaststroke last year was taken by Stacey Harry with a 1:04. And the record for this 100 breaststroke is sitting on a 1:04.53. And the African record for 100 breaststroke is sitting on, Mr. The African record sits like. African record for 100 meters breaststroke is sitting on a 58.46 by Cameroon. Van Dijk from setting the Olympic Games in 2012. But the athletes coming in are the participants for hits number 2, and that's the final hits. In lane number 2, swimming for Côte d'Ivoire, Trayor Mamadou. In lane number 3, coming up from Ghana with a 1:46, Snowden Ivan. Lane number 4, the defending silver medalist from last year with a 1:07.04 from Senegal, and Ndéla Adama. Yo. And lane number 5, the defending gold medalist with a 1:07.27 last year. Indian entry time. Representing Ghana, Stacey Harry. Lane number 6. Representing Senegal with a 1:13. Diaye Hussein Madio. And swimming for lane number 7, coming out of Ivory Coast with a 1:25.75. Diakite Mohammed Bachel. 100 meters breaststroke senior. The mate record is a 1:04.53, and the Africa record is sitting on a 58 set 13 years ago in the Olympic Games. And in the pool, we're having the final heat. We've just had a 1:16 in the previous one from Benin's Mook. And leading the whole field from the start is lane number 5. The defending champion Stacey Harry. Last year he took on this 100 breaststroke with a 1:08.02. This morning he's entering this 100 breaststroke with a 1:07.27. He's out into the wall, the fastest of the fleet on a 28. We had the previous heat and the faster 50 was a sub 39. It is no doubt going to be the first gold coming in for Ghana. Ghana last year took a stunning 56 gold medals and into the wall, the final 50 meters, trying to chase in the silver medalists. Will still come back into the silver position, but no doubt it's going to be Ghana to strike gold in this 100 breaststroke with the side 1:08.16. He will not like the time, but definitely will like the position. It's a gold position. One more time, 1 and 2, Ghana and Senegal, as it was last year in this 100 meters breaststroke. The meet record stays with a 1:04 set by Nigeria. Nigeria's Matthew. And the winning time this morning is a 1:08.16. We are going to dive into the 400 meters IM. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in as a final heat for the 400 meters IM women. And 400 IM meet record is a 6:08. Okay. In the 400 meters IM, we have 5 athletes into the finals. Lane number 2 representing Nigeria, Ada Ibtufune. And lane number 3 representing Cameroon, Chemjeyu, Lady Gabriela. Late number 4 coming up from Côte d'Ivoire with a top entry time of a 6:05.15. Kamara Malika Irina swimming for Ghana in lane number 5 with a 6:06.47. Yankee Jada representing Ivory Coast in lane number 6 with a 6:25.45. Diarra Aissata. winning time for 100 meters IM last year was a 6:04 for the senior, and the junior we had a it was 6:04, 3:2 for this 400 IM. Today we have the seniors be coming in later as well. Diop Omi took on this 400 IM with a 6:04. Let's see what we have for the juniors. This is junior straight finals. And off to the butterfly leg of this 400 meters IM. 2 lanes of the pole per stroke are starting out to the butterfly. Leading the field in this first 25, the butterfly, straight away from the start. Ebidopo from Nigeria. Outstrims the whole field with over 2 body length away in the first 25, first 30 meters now. Breathing on every second stroke. Sitting very low, that breathing. There is a lot of work to do for lane number 6. But let's see what we have in the first 50. We are having a 35, 4-6 for lane number 2, Nigeria. And coming in, told you the mid record is sitting on a 6:04. Quite a lot to do. Lane number 4, he's raising a little bit, number 3 raising a bit high in that butterfly. You want trying to keep it a little bit low. But let's see how it should look like in the stroke. And you see it stacks quite a lot. But it is a very good lead. Breathing on every stroke, sitting that chin low, making sure those feet are right on the surface. The hips are just on the surface. And the distance just keeps increasing. So no doubt she'll be out on the field. First 100 should be out into the wall with a 1:18 into the backstroke leg. She will struggle somehow, somewhere in that backstroke. You see missing that streamline off the wall, but let's see if she can hold on to the remaining 50 meters, the remaining 75 meters of this backstroke. It is a good and nice turnover coming out. Continuous stroke turning out in lane number 4. That's a Kamara from Ivory Coast, but it is still in the lead, and trying to close in that gap will be lane number 5, Yankee Jada from Nigeria. I am expecting Jada to take full control by the time they get back into the halfway meter mark of this 400 IM. She just needs to get that stroke rate a little bit high. So I believe Oluwafone in Nigeria has quite some to improve. Let's see what comes out of this final 50 meters. We expect Ghana to take full control at the halfway meter mark, and it will be left to the breaststroke to decide on our gold medalist. Last year, Omi did this with a 6:04. To get down at a 6:04, you need to be under 2:45 for the halfway meter mark. But let's see where these ladies will be. This is what I just told you. It is now Ghana in control in the backstroke leg. Backstroke is something for Ebidape to work on of Nigeria to improve her 400 meters IM. Before we transition into the breaststroke. It's a very good look at the head, just staying in one nice position. The shoulders are not popping up so high. If they could only get a little bit high for lane number 5, would definitely be at a much better split. We are diving out the first halfway meter mark at a 2:58. You needed to be at a 2:45 to break the 6:04. It is a breaststroke leg. This is where we know that Nigeria will try to come back in this breaststroke leg. She is trying to give it everything that is left in the tank for this last 200 meters. It's still Ghana in full control. And I love the distance per stroke. She's not raising her body high to try and keep the whole body flat on the surface of the water. Let's see what we should come up with. The Africa record for the 400 meters IM is setting, and the Kirsty Coventry was set in 2008 in the Olympic Games China with a time of 4:29.89. We're coming out the final 50 meters of this breaststroke leg. It's still Ghana, so no doubt Ghana may be bagging another gold to the count. Last year, Ghana took a total of 56 gold medals across the junior and the senior category. It is still Ghana. The gap between 1, 2, and 3 is evident. We shall have them retain the top positions all through to the final 100 meters. It's going to be Ghana. This young girl swimming in lane number 5, Yankee Jada. Just 13 years of age. She's also among the youngsters we had last year in the junior category. So it's good. There's a lot of good work that's been worked onto her performance. Final 100. It's Ghana. It's 100 meters for Ghana. That 50 was on a 50.18. She is looking a lot fatigued, but maintaining the discipline, breathing on every second stroke, but keeping that head low. Very small, nice kicking. It is Ghana. We shall also be giving out medals right after these 400 meters IM for the women, but Ghana will be coming in to strike another gold. And in the silver position, no doubt Nigeria will hold it. We had a fantastic butterfly for Nigeria, but no doubt it will be Ghana on top. And in the second position will be Nigeria. The third position, no doubt we shall have late number 4, Cote d'Ivoire strike the bronze position in this 400 IM. But like I told you, checking on our mid record is on a 6.04, and the Africa record is sitting on a 4.29, set in 2008 by Coventry of Zimbabwe in the Olympic Games, Beijing. But bringing her on back home, it is Ghana to strike a gold in these 400 IM with a 6.049. That's the winning time for the junior. Looking at the national records for Ghana in the 400 IM women. Let's see how we look like. I have the 200 IM women. 200 is a 234, but that was a good 6.04, and it's a silver for Nigeria. And Ivory Coast strikes the bronze position. It is 400 IM. It was a very brilliant butterfly leg for Nigeria as they beat up. Struggled a little bit in that backstroke. So we expect her to give us some impressive 200 butterfly and 100 fly definitely later in the championship. It was a good backstroke leg for Ghana's Yankee Jada. They're just 13 years of age. She was among the favorite juniors last year, outperforming most of the junior girls, and she comes back here in the 2025 edition and starts with a gold on her list. Let's see how the championship will go. Coming out to the final position, lane number 6. Coming out from Ivory Coast as well, Diarra. Ivory Coast just finished in the bronze position, but now they're coming into the final swimmer. Diarra Aissata, 6:25 is her entry time. She's definitely outside that entry time. But to be coming into the wall to the final, in the final position. It is Ivory Coast. Very comfortable, breathing on every 3 strokes. She had a 6:25. She's outside that. That's a 400 IM. Ladies and gentlemen, we're rolling to the 400 meters senior girls. Ladies and gentlemen, final heat for the 400 meters IM girls senior. All right, apologies to that. We have cancelled the 400 IM senior, so we're going to go straight into the medal ceremony for this session, starting with the first event. The following athletes, you're supposed to be in the courtroom for the medal ceremony for the 100 meters freestyle. Lona Eliana from Benin, Dia Sayen, Yankee Jada. For the 100 meters freestyle senior, Diop Omi, Mensa Giselle, Noeli. For 100 meters breaststroke junior, Vion Nayel Lamin, Bawama Tamba, and Owusu Johnson. For 100 breaststroke senior, Stacey Harry, Indira Dama, and Snowden Ivan. For 400 meters IM, Yankee Jada, Ebidapo, and Kamara Malik is supposed to be in the courtroom now. At the awards area courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen, the first set of medals. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Edwin Amakwa, a board member of Ghana Olympic Committee and the Chief Executive Officer of Global Media Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, please welcome the board member of Ghana Olympic Committee, the Chief Executive Officer, Global Media Alliance, Mr. Edwin Amankwa. The athletes coming in are the winners of 100 meters freestyle. In the third position, with a 1:05.43, representing Ghana, Yankee Jada. In the silver position, with a 1:04.67 from Senegal, Ndiaye Seyen Fague. The champion with a 1:03.90 from Benin, Jele Joanna Eliene. The national anthem of Benin.
Please, may I have your attention, please? During the national anthem, please, no movement. During the national anthem segment, no movement allowed.
100 meters breaststroke, so freestyle senior. In the third position with a 1:00.69 from Gabon, Lako Noeli. In the second position with 59:08 from Ghana, Mainside, Giselle. The champion with a 58.49 from Senegal, Diop Ome. The national anthem of Senegal. 100 meters breaststroke, juniors and senior men. 100 meters breaststroke, men, junior and senior. Senior, proceed to the awards podium as well. In the bronze position for the junior with 1:15.17 from Ghana, Osu Johnson. Bronze position for the junior, for the senior with 1:14.81 from Ghana, Snowden Ivan. In the silver position with 1:14 for the juniors from Ghana, Boama Tamba. Silver for the senior position, 1:09.24 from Senegal, Dale Adama. The champion for the junior men, 1:11.30 from Senegal, Voisin Nael. The champion for the senior, 1:08.16 from Ghana, Stacy Harry. The national anthems of Senegal and Ghana. The national anthem of Ghana. Women 400 IM, juniors, and it will be the last set of medals. Apologies. That marks the end of the first award ceremony. I would like to thank the board member of Ghana Olympic Committee and the Chief Executive Officer Global Media Alliance, Mr. Edwin Amankwa, for helping us award the first set of medals. And we shall be going to the next event, and that will be
May I have your attention, please? Teams for the relay event, please submit your team sheet to the control room. If you have not done so already, please do so right away.
Attention, s'il vous plaît.
Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for heat number 1 of 200 meters freestyle junior. Hit 1, 200 freestyle junior.
Attention, s'il vous plaît. Les équipes participantes au relais doivent déposer les listes à la salle principale.
200 meters freestyle junior. We have just a little of 2 hits. We have 2 hits for the 200 meters freestyle. In lane number 3, representing Cape Verde, Gomez dos Santos. And lane number 4, the top entry time in this hit from Côte d'Ivoire, Odrago Abdullah. Lane number 5, representing Cameroon, Batong Gil Jacques. Lane number 6, representing Benin, Panadono Xavier. 200 freestyle junior, hit 1. This is hit 1 for the 100 meters freestyle. Those are 4 lanes of the pole. We have only 2 hits. In this one, our top time, entry time is a 2:30. The mid record is sitting on a 2:10 by Stanley of Nigeria, set last year in October. Let's see what we have in hit number 1. The winning time last year, Stanley from Nigeria, finished with a 2:10.47. And the fast 50 in charge ahead of the rest of the field. It is Nigeria with a 31.65. It's breathing on every 3 strokes, every 2 strokes for Nigeria in lane number 4, and lane number 5 breathing on every 3 strokes. It is a good catch. Now switching to the left side, trying to maintain the rest of his body balance. The good catch. He will be out swimming the whole field. There's quite a lot to do for lane number 6. Oh, that's Sapadon Seve from Benin. But the first 100 leading the whole park in the sub 1:08.08. It is lane 4, Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. And the gap is just increasing. He looks like he's starting to fatigue a little bit. He entered with a 2:30 as the fastest of the seed. There's quite a lot to do for lane number 3, Gomez from Cape Verde. But let's see what we should look like at the final stage. This young man, lane 4, he's starting to fatigue a bit. You can see the breathing. It looks like he's struggling a bit here ahead of the last 50 meters. These are 4 lanes of the pole. The mid record just told you that he's sitting on a 2 minutes and 10:47, set by Nigeria's Stanley. Oh, he's not here in this junior in the final heat. He won't be around. Look at the 200 meters freestyle. The Africa record for the 200 freestyle is sitting with Chadley Close with a 1:45.20, setting the Olympic Games in Rio 2016. But coming out to the wall in the final stage, it is Ivory Coast as the lead of hit number 1. Will be Ivory Coast to take full charge. He entered with a 2:30 And he'll be out at a sub 230 with a 231.30. The 231 Ivory Coast takes charge in this first 200s. We have 2 hits, and in the final hit we have a 209 from Ghana. What do we have for Ghana? Coming out to the wall, lane number 5, looking very, very, very worn out. It's lane number 5 on Batong, Michel, Cameroon. And coming out in 3, Gomez from Cape Verde. No entry time, but he will also be finishing sub 320 and these 200 freestyle. Starting time is a 2:31 by Cape Verde. Moving on to hit number 2, the 200 meters freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, the authors coming in, the participants for hit 2 of the 200 meters freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1, from Senegal, Saab Mohammed. Representing Senegal in lane number 2, Le Almoni Badara. Representing Nigeria in lane 3, Olise Endurance. With a top entry time of a 2:09.66, representing Ghana, Tiamo Kal-El. Representing Nigeria in lane number 5, Dumuje Abil Aiden. Representing Nigeria in lane number 6, Olaya Olwatimilin. Swimming for Ivory Coast in lane number 7, Ahimo Kao Emmanuel. Representing Ghana in lane number 8 with a T27, Frimpong Kwasi. 200 freestyle final hit. $2:31 is the starting time. In the previous heat, $2:31 of Ivory Coast Abdul. And this field is a sharp start for lane number 5, swimming for Nigeria, Dumuje alongside Ghana's Kal-El. Kal-El breathing, doing a hot freestyle here, breathing on every left stroke, having a powerful kick every time his stroke goes back into the recovery. First 50, he's out swimming the whole field with a 28.91. He hasn't had the best of the ton. Just need to work on those streamlines a lot more, but no doubt he will continue to take charge of this, trying to chase in. It is Nigeria, led 5, Abil Aiden. But for the first 100, he's looking a bit funky now, getting onto the lane rope side to the right. It is Ghana. to strike another gold in these 200 freestyle. Outturning at a 101 with a 32.91. He had a 28 for the first 50. That's a 32, finishing at a 10123. Two boys all at a 101, but the gap is starting to increase, and he's breathing on the left to make sure he doesn't lose out of sight of his competitor coming out of lane number 5. The rest of the other boys will have quite a lot to do. Look at that beautiful kick coming out of lane 4. Diving into the final 50. We had a 32.32 in that first. Now into the final one, it's a 33.27 and a 134.54. And trying to get in that big kick. It's lane number 5 trying to bring in that kick. Aiden from Nigeria. But it's Olise Kal-Il. He's very confident. And he's now switching the breathing to the right, making sure he doesn't lose out of sight. He's Ghana trying to hold on. He is looking very comfortable, and we know he knows what he's doing, but it is very impressively coming out of Nigeria. In fact, it is Nigeria out-touching Ghana's Il. Nigeria striking a gold with a 2:06.86, faster than last year's winning time. Very impressive swim from Domuje, Eden, Nigeria. He wasn't in the lead all through the first 3 lanes. But coming out to the final stage in the last 15 meters, I had a feeling that Kal-Il was watching on, but this young man just struck gold with his stunning 2:06.86. Nigeria, the first one of Nigeria. President. We're going to move on to the seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for the 200 meters freestyle senior. In lane number 2, representing Ghana. Coaches, please send in your relay teams. Bring in your names for all your relay swimmers. Back in the port, lane number 2, representing Ghana, Osabute Ebenezer. In lane number 3, finished 5th last year, representing Senegal, Diop Osman. Swimming in lane number 4, the top entry time of a 1:56.18, representing Cape Verde, Sheree Rohan. Finished in the 4th position last year with a 2:00.01, representing Senegal, Aimebo Carl Wilson. Swimming in lane number 6, representing Ghana with a T25.56, Duai Christian. Swimming in lane number 7, representing Togo, Agoboji Awo Elmi. 200 meters freestyle. Hit, final hit. The winning time last year was a 1:57. Let's see what we have today. And this 200 freestyle for the senior. The mid record for the Africa Zone 2 is a 1:56.82. Amadon Dia up from Senegal. And on the entry, you have a 1:56. Well, it's starting fast breakout for the fast 50. It was late number 4. Outswimming the whole field for the fast 50 with a 26.59. Two boys all at a 26. Lane 4 and 5. Shera from Cape Verde and Wilson from Senegal. But it is Cape Verde and full control of this 400, 200 freestyle. Breathing very low, having that long, clean and smooth reach out. And we're trying to maintain that nice 4-beat kick. In the first 100, we had a 26.59 for the first 50. And at the 100-meter mark, he's on a 56 with a 55.8. Splitting that 50 at a 29.34. Looking very beautiful. Maintaining that low breathing. Was breathing on the right on the second 50, now breathing on the left on the third 50. Already into the final 50 meters, trying to hold on to his lane. We shall have some strong drama in the silver position in the final 2 and 3 swimmers. Swimming in lane number 5, and boys Carl alongside Diop. Diop finished in the 4th position last year, and now he is coming back to strike himself into the top 3 swimmers, the bronze position. So no doubt the gold will go to Cape Verde, striking their first gold of the championship. And the silver will be going to lane number 5, Senegal. And the bronze position still to Senegal. It is winning time of a 1:58.30. Cape Verde takes the gold. Senegal in the silver and the bronze position. It's a 1:58 winning time, Cape Verde. Number 1 and 2, only a few hundredths of a second separated them at the first 50. They went at a 26.5 and a 26.9. And the second 50 was very impressive at a 30, at a 29.7 for this young man of Cape Verde, Rohan. And closed in the final stage with a 31.2, striking a 1:58.30 in the gold position. First one for Cape Verde. We shall be starting the 50 meters backstrokes from the shallow end, from the opposite side of the pool. And after the women 50 meters backstroke senior, we shall give out the medals for the 400 meters IM. Swimmers, winners of 400 IM, immediately after the 50 backstroke senior, we shall give out your medals for the women, plus Yankee, Ebidabo, and Kamara. You'll be receiving your medals right after that. So, ladies and gentlemen, the athletes coming in are the participants for hit number 1 of 50 meters backstroke, starting from the opposite side of the pole. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hit 1 for the 50 meters backstroke junior. We shall do the backstroke senior and then give out the medals for the 400 IM and roll back to the 50 backstroke men. Ladies and gentlemen, starting in lane number 3, representing Benin, Delou Elaine. Lane number 4, swimming for Cote d'Ivoire, Kamaru Malika Irina. Lane number 5, swimming for Cote d'Ivoire, Dissol Pedi Angie Livia. 50 backstroke hit 1. The meter record you see on the 31.00 by Cape Verde's we learned set last year. On the African record for the 50 backstroke is in the 27.91 by East African Olivia Neal, set in the World University Games in Germany 2 months ago. This is hit number 1. The mid record seen on the 31. Set last year for the 50 backstroke junior. 31.00 by Wilena Jules, and leading the field in fantastic breakouts. Lane number 3, holding nice stretched out strokes. Not the best of the stroke rate. In fact, lane number 4 with a good, beautiful stroke rate. But these long stretched out strokes of Delot Iona Elaine Belen are looking very beautiful. The shoulders are clean, the head is staying in one position, so I'm pretty sure she will strike a good 100 and 200 backstroke. Her distance per stroke is very impressive. She'll be touching into the wall at a 33.1 as the starting time. It's Benin to take charge of this. Rolling to hit number to the final hit. Final hit in lane number 1 representing Ghana, Yankee Jada. Lane number 2 representing Nigeria, Muhammad Mariam. Lane number 3 from Nigeria with a 32 flat, Joan Agnes. Lane number 4, the top entry time of a 31.09, representing Senegal, Ndiaye Sokana Fati. Lane number 5 from Senegal with a 31.64, Ndiaye Sayen Fugeye. And lane number 6 from Ghana with a 34.12, Abdallah Mercedes. And swimming for Senegal in lane number 7 with a 35.38, Diallo Asiato Kaba, 50 backstroke. Away to the backstroke event, a sharp start for this young girl from Ghana. The 400-meter IM gold medalist for Ghana swims in lane number 2. Lane number 1, she struggled a lot in the 4 IM and the backstroke, so we didn't expect a lot from this 50 backstroke, but love the power, love the stroke rate. And leading the field for the first half of the ball is lane number 4, Senegal's 31.09, and coming in to outshine, outtake another gold with just 10 meters to go. It is going to be stroke on stroke for lane number 5 and lane number 4. The two girls, both from Senegal, outside through the whole field with a gold and silver. Afogo taking the gold and the silver, rolling to with a 33.07. The two sisters onto the podium as the top and the finest of the 50 backstroke. And to the senior, we have 2 hits. And lane number 1, representing Democratic Republic of Congo, Bosange Zozo. Lane number 2 from Gabon, Okel Cray. Lane number 3 from Cape Verde, Gabriel Ari Theodore. Lane number 4 from Cameroon, Betog Jacques. Lane number 5 from Cape Verde, Cardos Pedro. Lane number 6 from Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Ahimo Carl Emmanuel. Lane number 7 coming from Cape Verde, Pereira Andred Bruno. Lane number 8 representing Togo, Zialengo Daystel. 50 backstroke hit 1. All right, let's have the 50 backstroke senior. Okay, lane number 2 from Ivory Coast, Bado Aisha. Lane number 3 from Senegal, Catherine Diagen. Lane number 4 from Senegal, and the mid record holder with a 30.99, Diop Ome. Lane number 5 representing Ghana, Adeji Nobia. And lane number 6 representing Gabon, Lako Nelly. 50 backstroke for the senior. $50 backstroke. As the final hit, Diop Omi is the defending champion with a 30.99, also sitting as the mid record for Zone 250 buck. Adeji Ghana last year finished in the silver position, and the bronze position was Noel for Gabon, leading the pack in this one. Lane number 5, lane number 5, rolling stroke per stroke, Adeji Nobia. Alongside lane number 4, it's going to be Diop Omi to strike another gold for Senegal. The mid record is a 30. 30.99 is a new mid record from Umi with a 30.70. ACD1 last year she went to 30.99 and getting off 2900ths of a second into a new mid record. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving into the 50 meters backstroke. Heat number 1. Alright, told you, lane number 2, lane number 1 from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Ozang Zozo. Lane number 2 from Gabon, Oga Craig. Lane number 3 from Cape Verde, Gabriel Itheodro. Lane number 4, Cameroon, Beto Nikujakis. Lane number 5, Cape Verde, Cardoso Batla Pedro. On lane number 7 from Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Imo Carl Emmanuel. In 7, representing Cape Verde, Bruno Ricardo. And swimming in 8 from Togo, Nesta Vianney. 50 backstroke, heat 1 for the men, Junior.
Purchase your track today.
A 50 backstroke. Piet Cadiz has the African record with a 24.17, swam in the World Championship in Singapore a few months ago, 2 months ago, and leading the field now. Fantastic start coming out late. Number 2. So late number 1. Abasanga Montano from DRC outswims the hot field with just a few meters to go. The knees are coming out a little bit, but I like that power in that long stretched out stroke into the wall. It's DR Congo to outswim fast 50 with a 32.7. 32.7 starting splits. And the mid record is sitting on a 29.
Purchase your track today.
32:18 as the winning time. And for hit number 1, and the mid record is sitting on a 29.94. Set by Ghana's Michael Craig. Hit 2. Hit 2 for the 50 meters backstroke junior. Should be coming shortly. To all the coaches, we shall have a meeting right after the end of the first session. All coaches, we shall meet up after the end of the first session. .50 backstroke, hit 2.
Purchase your track today.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the swimmers for hit 2, 50-meter backstroke junior. All right. We shall have medal ceremony right after for the 400 meters IM. All right. Hit 2. Ladies and gentlemen, lane number 1, swimming for Senegal, Laye Hamadou. Lane number 2, swimming for Cape Verde, Miles Goncalves. Lane number 3, swimming for Nigeria, Godwin Goodluck. Swimming for Nigerian folks, Moja Abil Aiden. Swimming for Ghana in lane 5, Krebelman Michael. Swimming in lane number 6 for Ghana, Carl El. Swimming in 7 for Senegal, Laye Elion Badara. Swimming for 8 in Congo, Luke Harvey. 50 backstroke, final hit. $50 backstroke, the record holder, Krabo Mine, in 2029. He is the record holder for the 50 backstroke, 29.94, and he comes back for Ghana. Will he be able to take on this charge once more? He is swimming in lane number 5, and he has quite a lot to do. Now coming out is lane number 4, Nigeria, to strike the goal. The record holder will be out of this. He will be finishing in the 2nd or 3rd position, but into the wall in lane number 4 with the new record of a 28.42 from Nigeria. It's new record. Nigeria strikes gold in a time of a 28.42. And the former record holder finishes the top position with a 29.89. Ladies and gentlemen, hit 1 and the final hit. Before we get into awarding the 400 IM women, we're going to have the 50 backstroke final hit. Lane number 1, representing Benin, Kapadi Alexis. Lane number 2, representing Ghana, Accra Hector Titus. Lane number 3, representing Senegal, KB Moma Jim Bala. Lane number 4, representing Ghana, Abeiku Jackson. Lane number 5, representing Senegal, Aimeboka Wilson. Lane number 6, from Ivory Coast, Avi Charles Levi. Lane number 7, from Benin, is Yancey William. Swimming in lane number 8, from Equatorial Guinea, Kogong Geno Boniface. 50 backstroke, final hit. The record is a 27.15 by Senegal's Steve Aimer. And into the pool, let's see how we're going to look like. We're having a fantastic stroke rate out here, swimming with stretched out strokes. Lane number 5, Emma Bakar Wilson. Grabbing stroke by stroke. Into the final closing stage. And he's going to be out of lane number 1. Kepada Alexis to out touch into the touch. Just a touch separates. Jackson strikes gold in a 26.97, a new record from Ghana. Abeiku Jackson delivers. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be giving out the medals starting with the 400 meters IEM in the next part of this session right now. We're going to give out the medals, starting with the 400 meters IM, 200 freestyle, and the 50 meters backstroke. After those medals, we shall dive into the 4x200 freestyle release. Swimmers receiving your medals, please report to the awards call room now. Coaches, can we have all the swimmers in the call room for the medals at the awards call room now? Coaches, please send all your athletes, all your winners to the awards area. I need to get the call room to the awards area now for the 400 meters IM, the 200 meters freestyle, and the 50 meters backstroke. Once again, the following athletes, please get to the awards area call room. Yankee Jada, Ibidapo, Kamara, Abil Aiden, and Tiamo Carl Il, Olai, Sharia Rohan, Aimebo Carl Wilson, Diop Osman, Aiden. Kindly get to the awards area now. swimmers that are getting into receiving the medals. This is the last call for you to the awards area call room. I'd like to take this opportunity and invite Mr. Edwin Amankwa, a board member of Ghana Olympic Committee and the CEO of Global Media Alliance. Kindly make your way to the awards area. I'd like to take this opportunity and invite Madame Sheila Obama on behalf of the local organizing committee to award this set of medals. Madame Sheila Obama, you're welcome. Starting with the 400 IM juniors. And Boatman, please welcome the winners for the 400 IM juniors. And these should be awarded by Madame Sheila Boama on behalf of the local organizing committee. In third position with 630.22, representing Ivory Coast, Kamara Malika. And the second position with 6:24.22 from Nigeria, Ibidapo Oluwatofome. With 6:04.99, the champion from Ghana, Yankee Jada. The national anthem of Ghana. The next set will be senior and junior awarded together for the 200 freestyle. Senior and junior 200 freestyle and still be presented by Madame Sheila Boma on behalf of local organizing committee. 200 junior and senior men. Botman, please welcome the winners for the junior 200 men. Senior 200 freestyle. Okay, let's start with the junior. In third position with 2:17.31 from Nigeria, Olaiya Oluwatimilhen. In the second position with 2:07.96 from Ghana, Tiamo Carl Il. And the champion with 2:06.86 from Nigeria, Dumuje Abil Aiden. The national anthem of Nigeria. The next set will be the 200 freestyle senior. a 200 freestyle senior. Botman, welcome the winners of the 200 freestyle. In third position with 207.04 from Senegal, Diop Asno. And the second position with 202.99 from Senegal, Aimeboka Wilson. And the champion with 158.30 from Cape Verde, Sheree Rohan. The national anthem of Cape Verde. The 50 backstroke, junior and senior, you'll be awarded together. All winners for junior and senior, you kindly get onto the podium at once. Botman are the winners of 50 backstroke, junior and senior. Botman, the winners for the junior and senior 50 meters backstroke women. In third position for the junior with 33.60 from Ghana, Abdallah Mercedes. Once again, the third position with 33 With 33, apologies. With 32-11 from Gabon, local Noelie. And the second position with 31-17 from Ghana, Ajay Nobia. And the champion with a new record of 30.70 from Senegal, Diop Omi. The national anthem of Senegal. Next set will be the men's 50 backstroke. It's the next medal ceremony. Botman, the winners for 50 meters backstroke. In third position with 30.40 for the junior from Nigeria, Godwin, good luck. Back to the ladies for the 50 backstroke as junior. In third position with 33.62 from Ghana, Abdallah Mercedes. And the second position with 33.07 from Senegal, the IA Sokna 40. And the champion with 32.70 from Senegal, the ISA in Fagier. Please, let's stand for the national anthem of Senegal. of 50 meters backstroke junior. Botman, the winner is for the 50 backstroke junior. In third position with 30.40 from Nigeria, Godwin, good luck. In the second position with 29.89 from Ghana, Kraboman, Michael. And the champion with a new record of 28.42 from Nigeria, Dumuje Abil Adam. The national anthem of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, the next set on the last set for this session will be the 50 meters backstroke senior. '50 backstroke senior. And the third position with 29.45 from Senegal, Aimeboka Wilson. And the second position with 27.04 from Benin, Kapadi Alexis. And the champion with a new record of 26.97 from Ghana, Abaiku Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Ghana. Boatman, once more, please put your hands together for Madame Sheila Bomaj on behalf of the local organizing committee for helping us award the sets of medals. We are now going to go to the next event, and that is a 4x200 freestyle relay. The participants coming in are the finalists for the 4x200 meters freestyle relay. The royal coaches, team managers, kindly get to the secretariat and collect your lunch coupons. We're getting into the final event of the morning session. That's the 4x200 freestyle. The Hive Ivory Coast swimming in late number 3. Senegal swims in 4. Nigeria 5. And Ghana just had an amazing prayer there, swimming in late number 6. What can they give us in this 200 freestyle? Looking at how we were last year in this 200 freestyle relay. We had Team Ghana finish with an 11.06 time off a grab. This is the 4x200 freestyle relay. We have only one heat. It's the straight final. The top 3 teams up to the podium. Ghana are the defending champions with an 11.06. And leading the faster 50 of this 200. Obele number 3. Let's see how we're going to look like into the last 200. Each swimmer is taking only 4 lanes of the pool. Those flags, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria. Senegal, from the top, Ivory Coast, Senegal, Nigeria, Ghana. Okay, Ivory Coast, Senegal. Yeah, Nigeria, Ghana. All right, so it's a good start for number 4, leading the field, Senegal. Takes charge of this fast 200. Looking at the last time we did this 4x200, it's an 11.06. And the mid record, Senegal has it with a 9.47.80 for the 200 freestyle. Let's see how we're going to look like at the final stage. There's quite some work to do for the other teams. the top two teams. Senegal in lane number 4 and lane number 6. The host, Ghana. What can we have in the final stage? Coming into honey to the second grade. Can we have something change here at the second grade? The bronze will be tough competition between Ivory Coast swimming in lane number 3 and Nigeria swimming in lane number 5. But into the lead, quite some work to do for Ghana. Ghana is in 6. They are away with over 5 meters. A very sharp start. And the whole body is sitting right on the surface for lane number 4. It's very good for a 200, 400, and 800 freestyle lane 4. Having those elbows high, have the fingers very clean, continuous stroke rate, breathing on every 4 and 3 strokes. That's lane number 4 already out into the first 50 with 150 meters to go. The gap is just going to keep increasing. Senegal are the record holders, 9:47.80. So a lot to do for the rest of the other field. But the bronze will be dramatic between lane number 5, Nigeria, and lane number 3, Ivory Coast. But coming back in the lead. She had a fantastic fast 50. The fast 50, she went to the 33.14. But she looks to be fighting a bit now, breathing on every 4 strokes to come to honey to the final 100 of the second grade. And the gap is now out with over 10 meters out. We had a 33 and this 39.67. Let's see if she can bring this one a little bit lower. If you want to go at 111, we need to get back at the halfway meter mark under 5:30. It gives you more time to prepare yourself to get under the 11. But let's see what you have in the first 200. Just 50 meters to go for the guys in lane number 4.
May I have your attention, please? Teams, to pick up your meal coupon at the secretariat. Meal coupons, pick it up at the secretariat, please.
Back in the pool, coming into the final 50 meters of lane number 4. Told you lane 4 is Senegal. Well, they are the fastest when it comes to the 4x200 in zone 2. 9:47 as the time up to chase. Coming into honey into the 3rd grade of the swimmers. No doubt they're still looking sharp. Can we have something special? Look at this young girl swimming in lane number 6. She knows she has quite a lot to chase. In fact, in this last half of the 100 for the second swim, I think Ghana did pretty better. But will they be able to catch up? Let's see what comes in. It's Ghana with 10 meters to chase. Senegal still at it with over 10 meters. Ahead of the rest of the other fields. Looking at the African record, is sitting on 8:01, set by South Africa in the 2021 Olympic Games. They had Amy Carney, Rebecca Meda, and during its days, Rain Kalaga. The 8:01, but the Africa Zone 2 record is sitting on a 9:47.80. And the defending splits we had last year was an 11:06. For the junior, they had 11:06, and we didn't have any for the senior. Just like today, we don't have any for the senior, so the chase is on for the 9:47, all the gold. Ghana, I still believe Ghana has quite an opportunity to close in this gap. Let's wait and see what we'll have in the final stage. It's 100 meters left for this young girl. Is swimming for Senegal in lane number 4. Ghana trying to close the gap. You can see now it's up to around 8 meters away. Can we have something special for Ghana? She needs to get back at the closing stage at the same splits. I know the gap is reducing to now 5 meters out, just on the feet. For the bronze, no doubt, you shall have lane number 5. Nigeria gets in the bronze, and Ivory Coast will be finishing in the 4th position But I still have a lot of expectation. The second last 50 of this young girl in lane number 4 is looking stronger. She's trying to close in that, to increase that gap again once more. This is when the big 6, big kick, you gotta leave everything you have in the pool for the rest of your teammates. This is when the finest of the kick needs to come out for Ghana. Can we see something special here? Can we have Ghana sit on top again? They sat on top last year. They're the best in the 200, 4x200, but now they're out with over 10 meters. The gap has increased again. It's a little bit dramatic. The second last 50 of Senegal is looking very powerful. Now we're going to come into honey to the last final 200 meters. We're gonna come back on top. Shall we have Senegal strike gold in these 4x2? It's a good crossover, it's a good changeover. Into the final position, Senegal, long stretch pull. I love this start. Long stretch pull, clean recovery. The wrists are looking very clean. Looking at the first 25, no doubt we should have Senegal on top of these 4x2. Now the chase is on time. The mid record is on a 9:47. The African record is on an 8. It is rolling, I think, on 8:01. We're already outside the African record, but going into the final split, trying to chase the 9:47. Now this young girl to go the 9:47, she needs to get back here under 8:25 on the clock. We are outside that, so we shall not have the 9:47 smashed, but definitely gold. She's looking very smooth, very calm, very easy. That wrist very relaxed, stretched out hands. The elbows are dropping a bit on the recovery, but that's okay. She's covering it up with that nice long catch, pulling all the way to the knees. Very good, very efficiently, and I don't think it is taxing her at all. She's already out for the final 50 meters. It is Senegal, ladies and gentlemen, to get back on top with a winning time. Ghana will be striking for the silver position in this one. They're the defending champions. Very nice underwater for Ghana. Trying to get in that beautiful kick, but I'm pretty sure that this young girl in Senegal knows exactly where this girl is. If you want to get Senegal down, you've got to be able to get into the wall at that last 50 at the same split. She's trying to close in that gap, 5 meters out. It is Ghana trying to chase in, Senegal holding on. Can we have something special here? Can Ghana do it again? Senegal, final 50 meters, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Senegal, no doubt now. Final 50. Our last winning time was an 11:06. Looking at the splits now. Let's see how we're going to finish into the final stage. Trying to bring in a big 6 big kick, Ghana. But the gap is big. The gap is big. She's trying to pull her through. The gap is big. And Senegal hasn't even started using the legs a bit. No, it is 25 meters. The gap is big. It will be Senegal trying to get in that 4-beat kick now into the final stage. It is going to be Senegal to take full charge into the wall. And Ghana will be settling for the silver position. It is Senegal striking gold at the final stage with a 10:20, way faster than what we had last year. And Ghana will be settling in the second position. Very brilliant swim for Senegal taking charge from the start. Was another impressive finish for this young girl in lane number 6 for Ghana. That last 50, but she needed to move right away from the wide goal. The difference is just 2.3 separating the first and second position. And our bronze medalists will be finishing at a 10:56. They are all outside the winning time we had last year of an 11:06. Gold, silver, and bronze to Senegal, Ghana, and Nigeria. All team coaches, kindly make your way to the clerk of course or to the competition desk. All coaches, all teams, kindly make your way to the clerk of course before you proceed to the lunch break. Coaches. All right, so back in the pool, ladies and gentlemen. Closing in the final stage, it is lane number 3. And cheering her on into the final stage, Ivory Coast, finishing number 4. All coaches and all members of the different federations, kindly make your way to the competition desk, or the clerk, of course. Boatmen, please put your hands together for the officials, for the job well done as they leave the deck. Officials, you may now leave the deck. Once more, put your hands together for the officials as they leave the deck. I'd like to thank our partners, KNate, for providing free Wi-Fi. We have internet for all athletes and coaches, courtesy of our partners, KNate. The poll is officially closed.
Of sacrifice and sheer determination. Here, in the heart of competition, legends are born. Not just from the gold, but from the struggle, the sportsmanship. And the unwavering spirit to go faster, to push harder. This is the pinnacle of aquatic excellence. This is the African Aquatic Swimming Zone 2 Championship.